Path of Exile goes live with the Synthesis League and preps for its own convention. Warframe kicks off Phase 1 of its melee overhaul. War Thunder steps into the era of smart weapons, and the newest threat in Dauntless isn't just a new Behemoth, it's an entire swarm. What's up guys, James Blunt here with a weekly recap for gaming news and announcements of the week of March 15th, 2019, and it's another packed week of news, so let's get it started with Warframe's latest update, Operation Buried Debts, going live on PC. This update includes the newest frame called Hildren. Hildren wears heavy armor and uses a lot of shield-based powers to protect themselves and fuel powerful fire abilities. Aside from the new Warframe, Phase 1 of the melee overhaul is now live as well, which means players can instant swap between different melee weapons, and actions that interrupt a melee combo, like gunfire, will now have the melee combo resume where it left off on the next melee strike. Also, fans of K-Drive racing can earn increased standing around the Orb Valis and unlock modular parts for upgrading their K-Drive. Pretty news-packed week for Warframe. Catch up on the latest over at MMOHuts.com. Next up, Grinding Gear Games launched the Synthesis League this week, simultaneously for PC and Xbox One, with the long-awaited PlayStation 4 release on the horizon later on this month. Synthesis will have players reassembling the memories of a major figure in Ray-class history and discovering his role in the events of that world. Grinding Gear wants the expansion to be heavily story-focused since the intense lore of the Betrayal League was received so well. Once you've helped this mysterious spirit reconnect his memories, you'll play through them as they decay to learn his past and build incredible unique items through the new Synthesis crafting method. For more details on these, check out Colton's announcement video for the new league on the MMOHuts YouTube channel. And another bit of Path of Exile news, Grinding Gear announced the first ever ExileCon in New Zealand this past week. The expo itself will take place on November 16th and 17th and will include previews, massive announcements, competitions, and talks given by Grinding Gear developers. You can grab tickets in the description below. This sounds like a lot of fun. I would love to go to ExileCon. Prosperous Universe restarted its single shard game world for the first time since its original launch this week. This reset came as a way to aid the implementation of a mountain of community feedback in a new build. Most of the update is made up of quality of life improvements, anti-exploit measures, and a comprehensive rebalancing. The first access phase of Prosperous Universe will continue following this reset for a few more months, with multiple additional resets to come as more feedback comes in. Once the game reaches its 1.0 state, the world will remain persistent. Totally to be expected for a game in early development. In other news, Project Genesis recently did a netcode strength test and released a video to show off exactly how it's working. They wanted to tackle this important challenge first, and they have a history of putting these greater tasks first. January's playtest was focused on 4v4 battles, and so for February they moved forward with 8v8 and worked on the new breach and board mechanics. In the videos, viewers might notice that the ships have to nudge up against each other. This is necessary for the breach and board mechanic, but plans on having assault pods that pierce the unshielded hulls of the capital ships instead. Instead of making two servers to do these tests, they rolled the dice and put all of the battles on one server. Thankfully, the netcode held up during the test phases. This latest development journal also goes over the particulars of designing interiors and environments for Project Genesis. More info can be found from the link in the description below. On a similar note, NovaQuark recently pushed the boundaries of what a server can do with their March 6th Dual Universe test. On March 6, 2019, 30,000 simulated players were spawned into the game at the same time. They roamed the surface of the planet, with community members also joining in to bear witness to the spectacle. This demonstrates what players can expect with meaningful interactions at scale when the MMO launches in 2020. Whether they're building massive cities or mining an uncharted moon, it is a sound idea of what you can expect in this single shard shared universe. Compared with the current world record for the most concurrent players simultaneously involved in a single multiplayer PvP video game battle, currently set to 6,142 players, NovaQuark's technical feat shows the potential of Dual Universe to offer an unprecedented level of player emergent systematic interactions in a video game. And you thought PlanetSide 2 had large-scale battles. Next up, if you're looking for an alpha test to join on a different style game, Steel Circus has you covered. This is a 3v3 sports combat arena style game that kinda reminds us of rugby or soccer with MOBA style heroes. Keep in mind the game is in alpha, and Jason seemed to have a good time with it. If it catches your interest, check out Jason's preview of the weekend alpha test just before hopping in and playing a few matches yourself. Also announced this past week, the latest update to War Thunder, patch 1.87, is called Locked On, and it couldn't be more appropriate. Welcome to the era of smart weapons. Radio detection has arrived, and so has the 7th rank of ground vehicles. With them comes a new class of ground-to-air missiles and supersonic jets to go along with that. Guided air-to-air missiles have shown up for rank 5 aircraft as well. A new branch of French helicopters is here, as well as new destroyers and light cruisers. A new map also arrives in 1.87, Alaska. Battles in Alaska map will take place in city streets and in dense surrounding forest. 16 tanks, aircraft, and helicopters in total have been equipped with radar systems so far, including the first vehicle SAM system in War Thunder, the Soviet 2S-6 Tunguska. It's armed with 8 9M311 surface-to-air missiles that will hunt enemy aircraft with speeds up to 900 meters a second, which can alternatively be used to combat armored ground vehicles. More radar-equipped vehicles to come, including for naval forces. Like other games in the news this week, this is a huge update for War Thunder. Moving on, Gameforge is proud to announce the 10th anniversary of Runewaker's free-to-play MMORPG, Runes of Magic. The celebration started on March 10th, and tons of events will run until the end of the month. Players who have accounts that are 10 years old will receive an exclusive package, the Legend of Taboria costume set, as thanks for a decade of adventuring. Those who have an account that is 7 years or older will receive the Hero of Taboria costume set to wear proudly. The boosts and login events began back on March 10th and will run until March 19th. Players are also invited to join a special exchange event that will begin on March 22nd and will last until the 31st. There will be plenty of festivities and events going on this month, which includes some special surprises we're not privy to. If you're a fan of Runes of Magic, don't miss out on the fun. The inspiration behind games such as RimWorld, Minecraft, Prison Architect, and so many more, Dwarf Fortress is coming to Steam. Continually developed over 16 years, this lifetime living project is going to continue to be free-to-play and developed for the foreseeable future. Tarn and Zach, developers behind Dwarf Fortress, have decided to add the game to Steam, also due to some health issues, and while we do not wish to disclose further details, our best wishes are with them. Due to the uncertainty of Patreon, they decided to move the game to Steam as well as an additional means of support. The premium version will have a few special features such as graphics by default, access to Steam Workshop, and auto updates. You can obviously still play Dwarf Fortress for free, and it will continue to be updated alongside the premium versions, only without the new art, music, Steam features, etc. Next up, a new content update has arrived for the co-op action RPG Dauntless, and with it comes a new Behemoth, Boreas. This frost-powered Behemoth is the first that can summon a swarm of lesser minions to its aid. It's better to consider it a group of creatures instead of just one monster. It can summon 3 distinct minion types to aid it, assault players. With Boreas also arrives Hunt Pass Season 3, Overgrowth. Arriving alongside the Behemoth, this new seasonal event runs from March 13th to April 16th and gives Slayers the opportunity to earn a full set of Farslayer gear, including the first ever transmog for the Ostian Repeaters. Emotes, epic flares, and other rewards dot both the elite and basic Hunt Pass tracks as well. The update also brought a new UI for Slayer loadouts, updated attacks combos for the hammer weapon, and more. Pretty beefy update to Dauntless, if you ask me. 2 weeks ago, Black Desert began their 3rd anniversary celebration, and today they have announced the events that conclude it. Touted as some of the best in-game events that have been organized in recent history, they offer some pretty serious rewards to anyone who participates. Starting recently is the Glimmering Old Moon event, which will last until April 10th. Daily challenges and event quests will yield special items such as secret Old Moon letters and different colored moonlight shards. The latter can be used to enhance Old Moon accessory items that are rewarded by completing quests which are given by NPCs who reside in Heidel's Valley Lily Inn. Beyond just that, Pearl Abyss announced recently that the first content expansion for Black Desert Online's Xbox release is now available. This free update follows the successful launch that necessitated increased server capacity and in-game events. Part of this update is a console-exclusive storyline alongside some other fun new content. The level cap was removed and a PvP area, Red Battlefield, was introduced. Players will also visit Altanova, the heart of Medaya, to follow the main storyline. There's also powerful new armor to collect, such as the Kaya gear and dim magical armor. Further details can be found in the blog post below. In more MMO news, Bandai Namco revealed a new class trailer for the upcoming Bless Unleashed, Mighty Berserker. The Berserker is built for close combat, dealing powerful attacks to multiple enemies. They stand fearlessly before the mightiest of beasts and men. Berserkers also wield a two-handed axe to obliterate anything in their path. From the gameplay trailers, this class looks pretty sweet. Next up, Gameforge announced the Veterans Reward Program, aimed at benefiting the player community of the original paid release of Guardians of Ember. A bundle of rewards awaits returning players later this week and will welcome them back to the new and improved free-to-play version of Guardians of Ember. They also announced that it will enter open beta next week. Players who created a game account prior to the 2019 closed beta will receive items like a skill reset scroll. For more details, check out the site post at MMOHuts.com. Also this past week, Hearthstone revealed their next expansion coming on April 9th, 2019, Rise of Shadows. Rise of Shadows will feature 135 cards, and players will join a group of ne'er-do-wells, the League of Evil. With Rise of Shadows comes a new mechanic, Lackeys. 5 new Lackeys will come in Rise of Shadows, which are 1x1 minions with battle cries. The accompanying PvE adventure will arrive in May for this expansion and is bigger than ever before. The first chapter of the upcoming solo adventure is free, and the additional chapters will be unlockable for $19.99 or 700 gold per chapter. On April 5th, right before the pre-release, players will be able to claim a free legendary card and use it immediately in play mode and at the pre-release events. At launch, a quest chain will become available that rewards multiple card packs for the Rise of Shadows and Year of Raven expansions. Additionally, during the first week of the expansion release, the Shadow Bundle will be available, containing 9 Rise of Shadow card packs and an arena ticket for $9.99, and of course players can purchase the bundle only once per account. All of the updates and announcements are pretty big this week if you haven't noticed. And finally, for a last bit of news, mentioned last week, Jason's Smite review for the latest god, Jormungandr, is live over at MMOHuts.com. Not to spoil anything if you want to check it out yourself, but Jason's a bit worried about the potential for massive amounts of damage coming from a guardian. To add to the excitement, MMOHuts also has a giveaway going on for some Wolfsbane Skadi skins, so be sure to catch one of those while they last. Anyway guys, that's about it for all the major news and announcements for this week. For more information on the news topics, check the links in the description below. Feel free to discuss the news, or even more news, in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Until next time guys, that's going to be it for me. I'm James Blonde. See ya out there, gamers.